everyone and welcome back to my channel. Oh, you're in the middle. Hello.
Oh yeah, I don't like that.
No, that's fine. And I'm joined with my two best friends, Hattie and Megan.
Hello.
Hello. You probably know them if you watch my vlog channel.
You need to concentrate on the fact that the food's coming.
Alright. But yeah, we are filming the third Takeaway Talk series. We're currently waiting for our Pizza Express to arrive via our delivery driver, who will be coming very shortly in 1 minute. And we're going to be discussing loads of topics that you guys have asked us to talk about on Snapchat and stuff. And there are so many things to talk about. This is going to be probably an hour long, so we're going to do that. Also, please, can you just avoid this situation here?
In this situation?
No, because I've got fake tan on. I've got fake tan on my neck, and my foundation doesn't match. It just looks really bad on camera. It doesn't look that bad in real life, but doesn't it look how bad it looks on there?
Oh yeah.
Look. Yeah. I tried to film earlier and I was like, fuck, so I had to wear like a turtleneck. Okay, we're gonna wait for our pizza to come and then we'll start talking. 0 minutes, he's outside. He's outside.
Jesus Christ.
I think so, I think he's
outside. I
outside.
need to brush my hair at some point. Oh shit, Shop, there's fish cake.
Oh, fuck. Fish cake?
Not fish cake.
Fish cake!
Oh wait, yeah, my cake. Oh, don't open your boxes, can I have to hold up the boxes for a thumbnail? What is that?
Tables.
Oh. Why have they come like that?
I don't know. Quick! Megan! Quick! I'm hungry.
Oh, they're all cut up, for fuck's sake.
Mine is.
Your one isn't. And we're already boring and got margarita pizzas. Because we can't afford anything more.
Yeah, because my arse.
What was it like when you first came to university, and how was it being on your own, and what were the emotions that you were feeling?
Overwhelmed as fuck.
Yeah.
So, homesick.
Scared.
Overwhelming is the main word for me.
Like you feel, even though you're with loads of people, sometimes you feel quite lonely, which is like when you get homesick.
Yeah. Overwhelmed, but obviously really excited, but also nervous and scared.
I think it goes so quickly because of, like, you're so overwhelmed that you just get in. I don't know.
And I was speaking to that girl, like, because after I did that interview thing earlier, she asked me, like, how is it being alone? Like, she said, how is it, like, sleeping in a bed on your own, like, when you obviously don't really know everyone that well? And I said, you think it was really terrifying, but I said, because I was so overwhelmed and everything was so busy, that you forget about it, and then it becomes so routine that you, like, it was never an issue for me, I don't think, sleeping alone, even though I thought it was going to be, like, terrifying.
Yeah. I think mine was more homesick, overwhelmed, like, just getting to know everyone, but yeah, I never thought of, like, I felt quite, like, homey in my room, even though it was quite bare at the beginning. It felt like okay.
I think you have all your shit that was usually in your bedroom.
Like, but because, like, when we were out, it was so, like, I keep saying the word overwhelming, but it was.
No, it was.
But when you get back into your room with all your stuff, you're like, oh, it's like nice to be here. That's why you get, like, so used to being in your room.
Yeah.
Going to university in September, and I'm very nervous about the cost and how it all works. I don't think schools and colleges really talk much about it, and I was like, yes, because my school never spoke about it at all in sixth form, even though they're like, go to university. They never like to explain.
They just used to say to me, don't worry about money, like in terms of like the debt you end up in, but they never talk about how to manage your money. They act like they try and teach you about this shit.
And I think us two are quite, well, you're quite lucky, but we sort of have to have the highest loan because some people are fortunate to have parents that can help them out, but also even if your parents can't help, it doesn't mean they have to, which is a whole other thing. But like, it doesn't tell you about what kind of student loan you'll get until you actually get it. So we were lucky, so we, you know, we could save money. I know we still need, like,
we're renting right now.
Yeah, but we could save money if we wanted to, but some people have nothing, like, need to be like more help. Yeah, they need to tell you about what student loan you get before you actually get it. There are ways you can find out what student loan you'll get if you go on I did it once. Like, you enter some information, it's not exact, but it gives you like a rough number of what it will be.
Yeah, it changes every year.
If you Google it.
And you can apply for student finance now if you didn't know, like, everyone's doing it already. Like, Chris has already got his back, and he's got the highest loan. But did you know our accommodation, like, here is going up by £300, but then they're also getting £300 more for maintenance, so we're going to get that as well, so it should benefit us.
I'm going to have to fix my pizza up. Thanks, Pizza Express, you bastard.
I think I should have bought 5 pizzas. Because I'm going to eat this really quick.
Yeah, I'm still hungry, but I know it's not finished yet. We'll order something else.
You actually will though.
Yeah. No, that's not a joke.
We'll get changed, do another video of something else and pretend it's a different day.
Yeah.
2 videos in one night.
I've got enough questions for it. Also, I was going to say about the loan, how much would you say is like a nice amount of money to spend a week, because we had way too much before Christmas, like all of us, and we had, I think I had like about 100 and just over a week, like, so I could spend money on Christmas presents, that's what I did, but like now is really bad.
I think an average like food shop, we did it £15 a week.
Mm.
You could, I reckon you could spend £50 a week and be okay.
Mm.
So 15, well, if you spend £15 food, you can spend less than £50 a week, but
I would say like a good amount is like anything above £40.
Yeah, I'd say you could like survive well off 40, and then anything is like current situation is like a struggle.
Strugs. Seriously.
If you had to, oh, this is a good one. If you had to change your degree to another one right now, what would you choose?
I actually have no idea. I had no idea what I was going to do before I did
Like
psychology.
science-based. I looked at law before psychology. I'm so glad I didn't do that.
No, I think actually no. Some girl, the girl I was talking to, she's coming here to do English and creative writing as like a joint, and that's something that I would have liked to do. Because I remember my thought process was I was going to do English lit, and then I changed to dance, and then theatre, and then I've come to forensics. Literally three completely.
Yeah, I was going to do English
weird
lit and then hated it at A-level and changed to psychology. I think I would have done philosophy because I really enjoyed it. Like I wouldn't want to now, but at the time being, my mindset, I applied for a psychology joint philosophy thing at Hatfield.
I actually have no idea. I don't think I could.
This was the panic I had before I chose psychology.
Yeah, I'd be like,
I don't know what to do.
I do plain psychology. A BSc in plain psychology.
So my friends do plain psychology as their degree. I was wondering how heavily biology based Hattie and Megan's psychology degree is. I haven't done A-level biology and I'm worried I'm going to struggle at uni. There you go, kids.
Well, that's quite good because I've done A-level and that hasn't. So. But one module out of four each semester has been about biology. And
it is a lot compared to A-level. It's completely different. It's so much more.
It is.
You think you do biology at A-level and you don't. But then they teach it to you as if you haven't done biology, same as you with psychology, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, I did struggle with it only because I'm not the best at biology anyway.
But you still got a good grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you did psychology, but then like a biology bit inside your psychology, whereas Megan took A-level biology.
I didn't do psychology.
Yeah, it's called biopsychology, so like she'll probably be studying it as well. And you think you're doing biology, like, oh, this is the biology bit, but compared to what we're doing, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would need to. I think I'd like to be more prepared for that, knowing about it. But it shouldn't put you off because you can learn it.
Then even for me, that makes it sound really hard. I was about to say, even I find it hard, and I did A-level biology. If you like that part of it, I enjoy biology, so it was good for me. Then even so, it's only one module. Like I had a module last semester that I hated, and now it's done. So I'm like,
yeah. I was gonna say like even that's like, you could say that easily for me. Like I'm doing stuff from my biology from last year that I even find hard now.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be the same with whatever you take, like, because obviously it's a step up, like, otherwise you wouldn't even be coming to uni, would it? Yeah. So it shouldn't scare you, because they're both passed their biology thing, haven't you? So it's not something, like, to worry about. Dum dum dum. Oh, someone else called Hattie messaged me.
Yay. Cute.
What do you hate the most about living in uni halls, and do you get homesick?
I got really homesick at the start and I don't anymore. Yeah. No, everyone gets homesick, but
to a certain extent.
Only if it's like something's like, oh, I just wish I was at home, or oh, I wish I could. I don't know. You just get that feeling sometimes, but it's not like, oh, I really want to go home.
I felt a bit like, oh, I kind of want to go home. I'm not going home for like quite a while, and it's like, then you get out of it and you're fine.
What do you hate about living at uni in uni halls?
The fucking noise.
Yeah.
If you get put at the top level of your accommodation, you're lucky. Just the noise.
Yeah, the walls are so thin, obviously, because they don't care.
Like, I have someone above me that I'm pretty sure is playing basketball most of the time. And it's at night, it's just like a ball bouncing.
Yeah, I have someone above me that plays video games and he celebrates hard.
You heard it, like,
but yes!
He goes, yes, he goes left, oh yes! It's like, oh, I don't know what he's playing.
No, we just get a message sometimes at night on our group chat, like Megan's like, oh, that guy started playing basketball again.
At night as well. And people are like, oh, it's probably him having sex, but it's not, because it's like all over the room. And and it's like, you know the noise of basketball bouncing, it's that noise.
Yeah, and obviously if you get dusty flatmates.
Or ones that are fucking annoying.
Cut that out. This is a good one too.
Sure.
I was wondering if you could speak about how guys are generally at uni, like if there are a lot of fuckboys or if it's hard to get into relationships. I've heard that during freshers weeks the guys in the older years try and get with the new freshers, but I don't know if that's true or not. I think I've been touched less here than I have in my hometown.
I don't think
Not
you can
gonna
say
lie.
it generally though, like all boys at uni.
Yeah.
No,
Like, it's
no.
like everywhere else, it's the same.
I just think if you're
You
looking,
do have to be more careful, I think,
yeah,
because people come to you.
because we know people that get involved with boys like a lot, and the boys are like weird. But then like you can't generalise people like that. But there's girls that will do shit like that. And
I think you're going to get it anywhere, like different
yeah,
things from
it's
different
just
people.
the general population of people.
Yeah.
You can say something about what's it like in school. And like,
I found though that here, like, just generally, like, I haven't been groped and shit as much in clubs. We're going to talk about this a bit more later when we
Yeah.
talk about clubbing and shit. I feel like
And
boys,
shit.
yeah, I feel like boys here haven't been as gropey as the
No.
people from my hometown.
no, it's worse than my hometown.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Like, it's
No,
so
it's
worse.
it's not worse.
Oh.
No, it is worse here. Oh wait, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying
It's
it's
worse
worse
here.
at my hometown.
Yeah, I'd just say that one, I feel like that older people getting with the freshers is like a rumour,
Yeah, that's a rumour.
or like a myth. Like, I don't think that's a rule that people
There's
follow.
so many
like,
people, they might as well just stick to the same
Yeah,
year,
and
right?
yeah, and
Easier.
because you're at uni, you don't. It's not like oh they're a year above me because you don't know. That it's just
Yeah.
general people mixing.
And no one
you
really
know.
cares.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think it's harder to get into a relationship here. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, there's not, like, you don't know people. Like, I walk around every day and see a new person every single second. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like, oh, he's an year above, like, I know him, because I've got, like, good with names.
Like in school, you're sort of forced to be friends with more people
Mhm.
because it's so small.
Yeah.
You have to go out of your way here, so yeah, it's harder in that way.
Then, obviously, there are a lot of opportunities to meet people. But, yeah, I'd say getting into a relationship is a little bit more difficult because you don't know anyone
Especially if you're looking for like a
long term.
actual like relationship, because a lot of people here are just chill. You can't be asked right now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm eating like a dirty pig. No, a clean one.
Are there any decent Chinese takeaways in Lincoln? Yes! Yes! Like, China Kitchen's good.
Yeah, trying to get you. We haven't tried many.
We've only tried two, I think.
Yeah,
China Kitchen
they're
and...
not as good as like home ones.
No.
But China Kitchen, definitely.
That's near my house next year.
Being faster.
Fake friends and fakeness at school/uni.
Once you move out of the school environment, you realise a lot of things about people, and if someone's not making the effort to be your friend once you're not forced to be friends at school, then just cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be arsed.
No, I can't be arsed.
Yeah, I agree with Megan, like, cut out people if they're... If you find out they've said something about you, I say just cut them off. Like, even if it is like, oh, don't hold grudges. I just think get rid of them if they're making you like sad or they're giving you negative vibes in your life. Like, get them out.
Yeah, because you.
Yeah, don't worry about being on your own because it's better.
It is.
Than being surrounded by
Than
a
being-
bunch of dicks. So.
Bunch of fake dicks. How safe do you feel when you're at uni and when you're going out? So safe.
So
Amazing.
So safe. Like, just everyone, not everyone here again because that's generalising, but I could walk out on my own at like 2 o'clock and not be that terrified. Like, obviously it's quite scary going out at night anyway as a girl on your
Like
own.
on campus is safe anyway because there's always security people walking around, but even off campus I feel so much safer.
Yeah.
Yeah, being at a campus uni obviously helps because there are like wardens walking around all the time, and I don't know, I just feel way safer here than I do in Welly.
There's not been any situations where I felt unsafe here. Apart from when I watched Luther and then walked home, that was scary.
We walked followed you home. We were out.
I felt unsafe then.
You probably did for a second.
I thought I was fucking high or something. I was...
No, the second time.
Oh.
We followed you really closely and you thought it was strange.
Yeah, that was weird.
But you felt unsafe then.
Oh my god! Eat the mint.
Nope.
Oh fuck, my spine just hit the wall.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, sexual abuse and the Time's Up movement. That's the next thing on our list.
Oh, shit.
Someone start us off.
So time's up. After all of the women in Hollywood coming forward,
That Weinstein.
yeah, like kind of after Weinstein and things like that, women have been going forward saying how they've been abused or taken advantage of in their careers as like actresses in Hollywood and in various stages in their career. Like they might have been really young, just starting out, or even as they were older. And so many women have come forward, it's crazy. And then there was a big, what magazine was it the cover of? They did a big cover story with all these women like Taylor Swift, I think Meryl Streep, on Oprah, yeah, saying how they basically doing like a big editorial, and they were standing up saying time's up, like we need to stop this, these men need to be taken and justice needs to be brought because it's wrong, which it is. And now at all these, it's awards season, at all the awards events, women are wearing
black, and there's like a time's up pin that men are wearing as well.
And to kind of show that they stand with the women.
It's
and
also about men have come forward and said...
Yeah. And at the Brit Awards, Holly Willoughby and some other women were like all wearing their white roses, blah, blah. At the end of the night she posted it might be the next morning, she posted a photo on Instagram of how all these paparazzi had deliberately aimed their cameras up the women's skirts as they were getting out of the taxi. Like,
it's disgusting.
Like, after they've stood on this red carpet standing up against this sexual abuse. That is like sexual harassment, and I don't understand how people can get away with that.
Yeah, they should be locked up.
Or how they can think that's a good idea after seeing them. Yeah, they should respect them for being like...
You would think...
It's not a respectful job anyway. No. Well, not all paparazzi, but I mean like those sorts of people.
Yeah.
But yeah.
When a woman stood...
When they see them having a fucking time's up pin, holding a white flower, wearing all black.
And it's just...
I love when there's a hair on my cake.
It looks like a pube as well.
Oh.
That's fucked.
No, that's a pube.
That's a pube. Someone has put their pube in my cake.
We're gonna carry on here.
I'm not working for bumpy.
The puby cake. Okay. Basically, it's a movement against sexual abuse, and there's been lots of marches and things standing up against it, and I'm really for it because I'm a feminist.
We all are.
Yep.
There's more hair in there.
Oh, that's gross.
Where?
Look, the bottom right.
Oh my god, go on delivery right now.
Absolutely fuck off. There's like loads of hairs, like mini hairs in my... Absolutely get fucked. No, sorry. How do I complain then? Help.
Yeah, can you also say that my pizza won't cut? Because that was actually really annoying.
Yeah. So I wasn't big enough.
What do I say?
There were hair.
There was hair.
There were.
A lot of hair in my fudge cake.
There were several hairs in my fudge cake.
Like, how can they just give me a big round bit of dough?
Also weren't cut up. Creepy men in clubs, let's move on to that. I have had several experiences with creepy men in clubs, and it shouldn't be, like, I shouldn't even have one.
Yeah.
Every single time I went, not here, every single time I went out, like in Northampton, there would be some creepy guy like touching me or like making weird gestures.
Or even when they think they're being like funny, flirty, when like there's only it wasn't that creepy, but they were like, come on, like sit down, come and sit down, give me a moment. Like, no, I'm done. Like I was just with Maddie, and they made us like sit down near them, and they're like, oh, and they just kept making us talk, not like physically or anything, but it's just like they've been like, oh no, come on. And it's like, no, why is that a thing?
It's just we're just expected to put up with it and be like and allow them to do that.
I know, and if we slapped them, then we'd get like...
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Just when they're like trying to squeeze past you and they have their hands on your waist like this.
And it's really like...
Get off me, you don't need to do that to squeeze past me.
It's annoying.
You fucking weirdo. And like, like when I went out with Lucia and Priscilla, there was a waiter that's been fucking weird, sent shots over to our table. And it's like funny at the time, but then you look back and you're like, that was fucking weird. Like, and it makes you feel uncomfortable because I was like, okay, now I need to do this shot. Don't know what he's put in it.
No, you know he's looking at you.
Yeah, probably date rape drug. Great. Now I'm dead.
And also, I remember one time when I was like the first ever time I ever went out with my like friends from dance, and I was just like away from the others. Like to be fair, I like wandered off because I was just fucked. And I was sat down outside on one of the benches outside in MB's, and this guy came down, sat next to me, took my phone off me, and I was just like out of it. So I was like, I couldn't even like respond. I was like, added his number to my phone, like was following me on all social medias and just doing weird stuff like that, and even that is creepy. Like give me my phone back, but I couldn't even speak. So just because I was fucked, like doesn't mean you can take advantage of me.
Like, you go out for a good time with your friends and you end up. That's why I like going out with like
boys.
My friends are in a big group of boys as well, because it's like
Yeah.
a little safer, which shouldn't be the way, but because they know you're drunk and they think you're up for it because you've got like a skirt on.
Yeah. When we just feel confident in skirts, you know, well I don't.
No, no.
But like just girls who
We
wear
wanna
skirts
wear-
feel confident. Yeah.
Oh,
Body confidence issues. Oh, that moves nicely onto plastic surgery. Plastic surgery. I think if you're not happy with your body, you can change it if you want to.
Yep.
Yeah, but then I think if you're in the public eye,
Oh, you should definitely admit to it.
yeah, you need
Yeah.
to say that you've had
So
something
people don't
done.
feel shit about themselves.
People like Kylie Jenner, she's got
Yeah.
such a young following, and there's girls that think that that
And like, I understand.
body is normal. And it's
Hi
not.
Kylie Jenner if you're watching.
Shut up.
But I understand why they get it. I said this the other day to you guys, I'll just say it again to the people watching. But I understand why they get it, because people give them hate for changing those about themselves. But if you had thousands of cameras on you every day,
Yeah.
constantly being published in newspapers and the fucking Daily Mail, I'd be like, I need to change everything about myself now.
Yeah.
I understand why they do it, but yeah, they definitely should say like, oh, I've got this done
Yeah,
because I'm
they
insecure about it,
because it's
which is fine because you can do it whatever you want.
yeah.
But yeah, they should admit to it. And photoshopping, I know that's not a thing, but
Yeah.
that pisses me off.
Or just be like,
thinking
by the
that-
way, I've airbrushed this image. Like, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, photo is edited.
Just
Like,
thinking that that body is real, like a realistic
Yeah.
thing that you could get,
Mhm.
is not. Like for girls that are, like I used to hate myself when I'd go on Instagram. I
Yeah.
still do. A
Yeah,
bit.
me too.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone does.
But especially I think the Kardashians, because they have such a big
Yeah.
following. I love them, but
I don't
Yeah.
understand as much either.
like, how many young
But,
girls
like,
just look up to them and think that that's achievable without inserting fat into your hips?
I know. I think that's my biggest pet peeve. Like, ever. Like when people just don't admit to it. Like
when she
especially
had her
like,
lips done and she wouldn't admit it, but
it's like
it
so
was
obvious. Like
but
just say it.
young naive girls, they don't think it's.
And now that's a massive
that.
thing. People
Yeah.
like didn't have
Yeah.
lip fillers before that.
No.
Yeah, it was her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now everyone's getting them because they think, oh shit, maybe my
Yeah,
lips are
shit,
too small now.
shit.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
should have been like, I wanted them, but the small lips, who cares? I'm fine. But now everyone's like, oh shit, now I've got to get them because I've got small lips.
Like yeah, it did. It started off the trend of everyone getting their lips done. I can't think of anything that I'd actually get done. I always say my boobs because I'm so like, I'm like, oh my god, I need to get a boob job, but I probably will never get one. Let's be honest, because one, I can't afford that ever, and two, like I'd be too scared they would go wrong.
Yeah,
like, and I don't want it
yeah.
that badly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think I would get anything.
I would only ever get it if it
Oh,
was
yeah.
so expensive, because I would never. Someone told me the other day they paid like £180 for lip fillers. I was like, well, they're gonna fucking fuck up, aren't they?
Don't risk it, it's not worth it.
And when YouTubers like Shani
Yeah.
say shit like, oh my eyelashes are so short, I'm so ugly,
when
and it's
they're
like,
not.
Then everyone's like, oh
Wow.
god, my eyelashes
Yeah.
are really short, a
I
little
need
bit
to
shorter
get-
than that.
Yeah.
So I need to wear falsies all the
Or
time.
like she used to say her shoulders were really big and
I was like, oh, mine are
yeah,
massive.
Yeah.
Oh, and what I can't remember what
just-
celebrity it was one of Mia, but I don't know why I remind you of it, but like you think, oh, I've got dry skin, oh, why isn't like moisturiser working? And then you looked at this magazine when you get your hair done, and Amanda Seyfried had a moisturiser, how much was it?
Like
£300?
£300 moisturiser.
Like, yeah, they might look good naturally as well, but that's because they have all the money to do that. And,
Yeah.
you know, if you can't do it, you can't do it. Don't spend
Yeah.
that money unless you
I just think
wasting it. Like,
obviously people are allowed to have insecurities because everyone
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
But I think if you're in a position with a massive following, you should maybe be more positive about body
Yeah.
image, because it's quite damaging to be
Yeah.
like, this is shit on me, this is shit, oh my god,
Yeah.
ew.
And
And
then
this
like-
girl's like, oh my god, I didn't realise that was that
Yeah.
bad, but now I feel shit about it.
Yeah, like you start comparing yourself if they bring something up. I get it if you go like, I just don't think my boobs are in proportion with my body and it's just personally affecting me. I don't think anyone with this, like it looks good on other people. Like if you said it in like a nice way, then I get it, because if you are explaining your life and vlogging every day, I get when people have to. But like again, like you said, when people like Shani sometimes like put on their Snapchat like the eyelashes and stuff, it does make you go like, oh.
Yeah, like it made me think,
Ooh.
shit,
Yeah.
I've got really short eyelashes. And that's the kind of thing I wouldn't even think of usually.
Yeah. Yes.
Social media is damaging, but that's deep.
Yeah.
that's too deep.
That's for the next
Yeah.
one. But this is the next one that's gonna get us all angry.
Oh.
Gun laws.
Oh god.
I've just seen so many videos this morning that I was literally like bawling my eyes out.
Yeah,
Like,
I watched some on
Yeah.
Facebook where you watched
Yeah.
that video.
I've shared like several of them this morning.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen already, the amount of like parents and like there's a boy that's like doing this speech to Trump and stuff, and he's
Yeah.
just sitting there like this.
Yeah.
Like, fucking do something. Like, I can't.
He's the most powerful man in the world, and he's just gonna send out his thoughts and prayers in a tweet that's been.
But I feel like because there has been so many school shootings, I know there was all this. This is what was annoying at first. There was all the uproar, obviously, as soon as it happened. But that happened the last 8 times, and it just nothing happened, and it happened again. Everyone got really angry, then just forgot about it. Then they went to bed at night and was like, it's over now. Then it happens again. But this time there actually is more happening.
It's more talk about it.
24th of March is the day when they all walk out of school, and there's actually like websites you can donate to and stuff.
I literally got goosebumps thinking about that video that I watched earlier.
Yeah.
I saw a speech that a man did whose daughter died in the one that most recently.
Yeah,
that's
the one.
He said he wants more security in schools right now, instantly, because it's going to take so long for the gun laws to be changed, which I understand, but I don't know if I agree with fighting fire with fire, because like putting security in schools brings guns to schools, because security are going to have guns, and I just don't think that's right.
Yeah, like with children walking around every day and seeing like someone with a gun, like, that's terrifying in itself.
Yeah, like young children, and I just think, I understand that that's an instant response and that is a possibility, and for someone whose daughter's just died, that would be what I would want.
Yeah.
But then I do think it's a good idea for the time being, because it could stop it. That could stop it. I know it's a bad thing, but if it can be bad until there's a school shooting, then even if they shot him, which I know you don't want anyone to die, but that would be it. Yeah. 17 lives would be saved.
If that's like a short-term solution,
if it has to be, then
while they get rid of guns. Because here in England, there's not been a school shooting for a long time, like 30 years.
And in Australia, there's one mass school shooting, and then they change the gun laws, and then there's none again.
That's
because we don't have any guns. And what I don't get is, why are schools the target? Like, why?
Just because the teenagers that like.
But why not, like, it's so sick that it's like children.
They had a bad time at school, and they want to like pay back. But the man, I think of the same video we watched, he said like after 9/11, I can't bring a bottle of water on a plane.
Yeah.
Which is obviously good as well, but that's how strict that is. And after all the school shootings, nothing.
Absolutely fuck all.
Just thoughts and prayers on Twitter, which does fuck all.
Yeah, great. You just put that on social media. You don't even care because you didn't even write it. Like, shut up.
And I saw a tweet from someone who owned a gun and said, yeah, I own this gun. I do like it, but I'm happily to give it up for other children. I don't think he had children of his own, but he was like, I'm happy to give it up for them to be safe for schools. Like, why should people think, no, it's my gun, I deserve the right.
A woman tweeted, and her little toddler had seen whatever about guns on the news or something, and said, have we got a gun? And she said, yeah. And he was like, can we not have a gun? And they got rid of it, because like that's a child is like scared of guns, and like that video of that girl that's like 12 getting a gun for her birthday,
and she's so excited,
like it's like One Direction tickets. Ridiculous. I don't.
And all Trump said was, he was like, not all he said, but one thing he said was that people have the right to have a gun and defend themselves. I was like, so people don't have the right to be safe at school and live? Like, those people don't have a right to live.
He said something like,
or that right is better than the other one.
We need to arm our teachers, and so there's bullets flying in the opposite direction, and the shooter
add more guns,
can be killed. And defend our schools.
But if you're going to give
a
teacher a gun, then put a security guard, and not a teacher that doesn't know. If I was a teacher, I'd be like, I don't know.
Then what? That's just giving the sick child more access to a gun. If their teacher's got one in their fucking drawer.
Yeah, they can.
Like, the hell? It's all these old white men that sit in that room and decide the fate of all those children by deciding that a man needs a gun in his drawer to protect his honour. Fuck off.
Honestly, it makes me so angry. I can't. I literally just don't have words, because I'm like, it's laughable. Like their opinion is laughable. Like, stupid.
I was nervous in school anyway, let alone like.
It's fucking terrifying that man is he's the most powerful man in the world.
Yeah, that's another thing. I can't even get into that.
And that's what he's thinking right now.
Like, we had anxiety at school, but we would have worse anxiety if there were guns involved.
You'd be terrified.
If I was in America at school right now,
I would not be going to school.
No. I'm sure loads of people aren't.
No way would I love to live there. No way.
You just shouldn't be going to school scared that you're gonna be killed.
No.
They can't even buy beer, but they can buy a gun. They can't even have a Kinder Egg, but they can have a gun. I can't.
It makes me so angry, and like, I know there'll be some people who completely like. Obviously, this is just our opinion, so chill out. Like, don't come for us.
But if you're
I
coming
just
for me
wonder
because
what's
you
gonna
want guns,
happen.
then come for me. Because
I just like wonder what's gonna happen though. I actually can't.
the hell, how can you
can't
defend
see
that?
anything.
No, you can't. We've got to bake cookie.
Yes! I completely forgot.
So loud, man. No, I just remembered something. Oregon has passed a law that means people with domestic violence backgrounds can't own guns. And yeah, it might seem a bit shit, but it's still. The tweet was, I think it was an actor or someone, like, quote tweeted, it was like, this is a huge step in the right direction.
Yeah.
I guess it is, because they wouldn't have done that, like,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have done it.
Isn't it crazy?
So that's good.
That's just one state.
Like Florida's
one
had 2 shootings.
small
Remember that one at
law.
the nightclub?
Yeah.
2 shootings in probably a year, maybe just over. But it annoys me. I'm gonna move on to terrorism now. But like after all that, like the Manchester stuff, the Westminster stuff, there's always reaction, but never a solution. And I know that terrorism is difficult to solve.
Yeah.
But there's just always, okay, we're going to send out armed people afterwards. Everyone's armed. Oh, we're going to chill out now because there's not been one for a while.
Yeah.
Shit, we need to be armed because loads of kids are dead now. Oh,
Yeah.
chill out now. Like, there's never...
That did annoy me as soon as the shooting happened. It's like everyone was like on Twitter like, oh my god, there's been a shoot. It's like, yeah, you just said that last time. You tweeted that last time.
Yeah.
What's the point?
But I think, obviously they're trying, but terrorism is a lot more difficult.
Should we move on to something a little bit more lighter? How did you all meet at uni? I really hope I have a friendship as close as yours. That made me like, oh.
How did you two meet at uni?
Oh, that was
I
really
just bumped into
cute.
you in the supermarket.
In the store.
I was gonna sing that.
Me and Megan have known each other since we were 6 years old. We found Hat because she lives opposite me. She's literally in the room, pretty much the room opposite me. And then Megan and Hattie do psychology, so like it's like we all have like something do you know what I mean, that links us.
I was thinking the other day, how shit would it have been if we didn't
I'd drop out
we
by
would have
now.
gone to lectures on our own?
Yeah.
I would have been like...
If you didn't live here as well, I'd have dropped out. I was a mess that first week, do you remember?
So my flatmates, I don't really like hang out with outside of the flat. I don't even hang out with them in the flat. But yeah, that's the situation. So that's why I came here, like the second night of freshers, because I was like, I can't deal with just...
Yay! And we're all best buddies. Tell us what we should do in the summer.
We should go on a boogie board.
We should.
Oh no.
We need to go on a city break at some point.
Yeah.
Bath.
In England.
Oh yeah, we might as well.
Edinburgh.
This year we can go England, and then
Edinburgh.
next year we go abroad.
Yeah, I was Edinburgh.
We've sorted it. That was on my 30 before 30 video that I just
Oh
uploaded.
my god, let's go to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Go on Twitter and at them.
There were
People-
several, like in capitals.
Yeah.
So there were several hairs in my cake.
I'm just going to the store, I'm just going to the store.
Hopefully that will get a lovely response and give me some fucking money back or something. Imagine if we got all our money back from that.
I'd get it again.
Boggy boggy.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Now can we order the
The same thing again. Without the hairs, please. Oh, someone asked us our opinion on End of the Fucking World from like when we were watching it.
Weird. I saw a tweet that like summed up how I felt. Felt weird at the beginning, then I got into it, then I felt weird at the end.
Yeah, I saw that tweet as well and I was like,
Yeah.
that's relatable.
No, the ending wasn't satisfying.
No.
The
But there is a
beginning was
second
weird.
season.
season 2 though.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
season 2
and
coming.
Yeah, the middle was, you kind of get into it but you're not like...
But it's quite
into
short,
it.
so you might as well
Yeah.
try it.
Yeah.
Do it all in one
It's
night.
yeah,
We
yeah. We
did.
literally it
All
took
in
us
one
2 hours,
night.
just over 2 hours, didn't it?
Which I don't like. I like an hour long episode, so
True.
I'm like getting involved and then it ends and I'm like, oh my god, I need one.
Yeah.
But then I
it's
also feel
really-
like 20 minutes you can just be like, oh, I'll just put one on and then I
Yeah.
can just do something else.
To get invested.
Yeah, to be fair, I prefer longer things.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
gonna be.
very weird though, wasn't it?
It was very odd.
Very
I
odd.
didn't
I
see
don't think it was
anything
my
coming.
kind of thing, yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was strange.
I don't think I'll watch the second season of this.
I might watch the first episode of second season just to see what's going on. What's your favourite university meal? Not that, because it had hairs in.
That's not a university meal. That's a takeaway.
Yeah, but it's
It's like, oh,
I
food you
regularly-
cook yourself.
Oh.
Pasta.
I was about to say pasta with pesto.
Yeah.
Red pesto.
Red pesto. Everything else I just shove in the oven. and
Stir
it's pretty
fry.
shit. Yeah, stir fry
That's
is
my
good one.
favourite.
We're switching.
I get this so often. Is there a nightlife in Lincoln? I want a balance of quiet and night.
Yeah, then come to Lincoln.
Yeah, literally,
Yeah.
it's like.
That was so blunt.
But I got told on my applicant day, I got told there was no nightlife,
What does that mean?
and there is.
Yeah,
but it's
there's-
fine. Like,
There's
It's actually really good, actually, because I thought, because there was so much shit, like, I think it's really boring because it looks
Yeah.
old and shit, but
Yeah.
it's not.
no.
but definitely link.
I think
if you
the
want
fact
a mix,
that it's
'cause I wanted
small-
a mix, definitely.
Yeah, the fact that it's small and there's a uni in it means a lot of the population is students, so they're going to cater for that.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you're in a big city like Manchester, in proportion to the amount of people that live there, there's not that many students.
Mm-hmm.
So not everything is student based. Whereas here, a lot of it is student based.
Yeah,
nightclubs
which is
and like
good.
student discount and cafes and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like even like that vintage shop that I went into
Yeah.
that was so cheap anyway was offering student discount, and I
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
what I mean,
and it's an independent store as well. I was like, okay.
I'd say here it's like 50-50 people that live here and people that are students.
Yeah,
Like,
literally. Woo! Yeah. And what's your favourite club? Mine's
home.
home, but then I did like Circle, but we've only been there once, so I can't really say too much
Did I
about
go to
that.
Circle?
No, that's the one that you need
Circle's
to
one
go
with the
to.
balcony, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to Revs, and that was good for cocktails. If you
love
want a cocktail
that.
night, we
We
vlogged
should do that
us.
again.
Yeah, we vlogged us getting drunk and having cocktail nights. I
We
video.
need another cocktail night really
Yeah.
soon.
We vlog our us getting drunk now. So if you want to see that, go to my vlog
I
channel.
was so drunk. We were so drunk.
That was my favourite because it's just
I
chill.
was up
wasn't
until
it?
6 in the
Yeah,
morning
we-
being sick.
Should we go
That was the
now?
worst it's ever been.
We'll go one more time before Easter.
Sorry to hear this, Charlotte. Please get in touch via a live chat or drop us a
So you
DM.
did.
Okay. I feel like I've learned so much about myself because
Yeah, I've definitely
I've stayed at
changed
uni.
so
Like,
Like,
I
much.
can't cook for shit.
yeah, like and even like stuff like personal though. Like I feel like I've changed my personality
I've
a
changed
bit.
so
Yeah,
much.
same.
And just
Hell
like
yeah.
looking back at
Oh,
me
yeah.
before
Yeah.
uni, like I'm just like, who is that?
Yeah.
Who was that
Same.
then?
I
And
wasn't
my
even
parents
come.
keep saying, you've changed.
Yeah. Literally.
Literally.
I wasn't even
Yeah.
gonna come here. I
Yeah.
literally wasn't gonna come, I was gonna stay at home.
I was so unhappy. Like I feel like that's my massive change. Like just looking
Same.
back and being like, oh,
Yeah.
I cried every night, and now I'm just
Same.
like
I'm so happy.
all the
now.
time. I'm like
Yeah.
in bed instead of crying.
And and
Like
the
a
first
fucking
week,
cartoon.
on the first week when I was so homesick, I'd be like, what would I be doing at home? Oh, in my room on my own.
Yeah.
With a job, which would be terrible.
terrible.
Yeah.
We hope you hate our opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can chat in the comments.
Send me loads of hate on Twitter.
Yeah, send Megan loads of hate on Twitter. I'll leave her Twitter down below. What do you want them to send you
She
hate
wants
on?
hate.
Yeah,
No.
Snapchat.
Oh,
I want to see
send-
their face when they.
Yeah, don't take our opinion too seriously because it's
It
not that
is
deep.
right.
Like our opinions are
But
right.
it is right.
Yeah, our opinions are right,
They are right. We don't want guns to kill people. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Thank you for
Yeah,
watching.
Thank you.
Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed.
Send more questions so we can get another takeaway.
Send us pizza.
Yeah, send us more.
We're
Like
at table
that.
12 in Spoons.
That was
Send us some
good.
pictures.
Oh, that
The
would be
square
good.
sale. We should do that next time, Weatherspoons.
No one would get anything.
Bye.
Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Every time.
Ah, my cookies.
It's on my vagina.
So we're gonna go make some cookies in the kitchen. Let's go. Let's go.